Hello, welcome back to the cronecast at the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel, I do the Spirit Guide Monthly live every last Friday of the month. I hope you're able to join me. I also do this, I do pick a card readings. Today's pick a card is Who's Into You? Who Has a Crush on You? There are 4 piles in a pick a card. There's going to be an insert in a moment where you can just concentrate on the decks, see which one really calls out to you. That's going to be the pile that has the message you're most meant to receive. Take a moment, see which one stands out to you. I will see you at the time of your reading. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. We're using the Nordic Magical Tarot for a predictive spread. We get some archetype deck cards to see if we can identify the personality type or the type of person who has a crush on you. But here we are starting with pile number 1. Who's into you? Who has a crush on you? Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like this reading, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Let's get going for pile number 1. Who has a crush on pile number 1? Who's into pile number 1? Let's find out. 1 and 2 and 3. Let's go. All right. Okay. All right, so right away we have the Lovers in the upright. That is the Gemini card, but that is also, this could be somebody you're already involved with. This could be the person that you're seeing. It could also be a Gemini. This, in most readings, has to do with choices, but it can be a soulmate card. Comes with the Ace of Wands in the upright. Wow. Well, it looks like a brand new relationship to me. It doesn't look like somebody who's been in your... The Ace of Wands are new beginnings. All of the aces are new beginnings. This is a very passionate and creative, and whoever they are, man, they have some thoughts about you. With the Hanged Man in the upright, but they can't figure out how to approach you. Interesting. With the Four Swords in reverse, I'm going to take 2 more, I think. The High Priestess in the upright, and then the Sun in the upright as well. Interesting. Okay, so pile number 1. This appears to be a new relationship. I do not believe this is somebody that you're already dating or seeing. The Lovers in the upright does suggest that it could be a Gemini, but it does not have to be. Whoever it is, this person, like, they have some really deep feelings about you, and I don't think you know. Because the Sun is like this wonderful positive vibe. This is that energy of new beginnings and like fertile seasons. With the High Priestess in the upright, it is a secret admirer because the High Priestess keeps her secrets. The Four Swords in reverse and the Hanged Man side by side here. Essentially, this person is very aware of you, likely because of something that you do. This is a creative endeavor. The Hanged Man, though, like, they haven't done anything. They might be waiting for you to, like, indicate some interest. They do appear to know you through either a work situation. Potentially it could be a school situation as well. The Sun in the upright, though, it's like seeing you lifts their entire day. But the High Priestess is somebody who is... The High Priestess is part of the feminine divine. It's almost like they feel that you have this like magical energy to you. I don't know what's holding them back though. Let's get an archetype card to get some more information about this. It is somebody that you encounter while you're doing something though. It's a very active energy with that Ace of Wands. The Hanged Man though, I don't know if they're going to get up the guts. That Four Swords in reverse, the Four Swords in the upright is something that's kind of put on pause. But in reverse, it is this thing about taking action. They seem to kind of get caught in their head a little bit, though. The High Priestess is very mysterious. I have 0 creepy vibes around this, so you don't need to worry that somebody's stalking you. But it does appear to be a secret admirer. Let's get a couple archetype cards to see what's going on for pile number 1. Who has a crush on them? Hero, Heroine, which is passion for the journey of personal empowerment. This card is marked with empowerment as well. One of the things that I like about this particular deck is it does actually mark each card with a keyword on it, and they are different than the traditional meanings. But the light attribute is passion for a journey of personal empowerment. The shadow attribute is escapism and a false sense of heroism. I think currently this really exists in their fantasy world right now. I don't think they can figure out how to approach you. I have rebel, challenging authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. And the shadow attribute is rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Well, whoever this person is, they walk to the beat of their own drum. But I have this feeling that they're with this hanged man energy and the high priestess energy. They're a person who's fairly dynamic and they see you as being one as well. There's a lot of action cards here, except for this kind of paused energy around they kind of can't figure out how to say something to you. This could be a situation with this Ace of Wands because that is an action card. They see you during an activity. So that's what I'm saying, work or school, but it could be through a gym as well. They kind of, something about you, like you seem different. They find you very intriguing with this High Priestess card. Oh, wow. Okay, deception just came out and then worth waiting for. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I'm not concerned about that in the way that I might be in a relationship reading, and then worth waiting for. The divine timing is at work in your love life. They have not said anything. I don't think that... I have the sense that you're like not friends either. Like, this feels like somebody who just, I don't want to say they're watching you from afar in a creepy way, because it's not creepy, but this hanged man, it really is this kind of observant energy with that Four Swords in reverse and the sun. It's like maybe they see you while you're out like hiking or walking or something, because there's this energy of observing you and trying to figure out a way to get to know you. And something about your personal look like draws their eye. But the deception, someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. If you have talked to them, if like this could be a neighbor for all I know, because it's somebody who's seeing you. They see you, but they haven't taken action. Whenever you do encounter them, it's like they keep it on the down low. They're really hesitant about saying anything, but they think that you're just kind of like you're a ray of sunshine in their life. You really make them feel like things are going to be okay. It's the weirdest energy here, but that heroine and hero energy with rebel, I have a feeling it's you versus them, because they're very, like, they're reluctant. Like, they're waiting for the right opportunity. I think they're very aware that they don't want to come off as a creeper. Honest to goodness, because there's something about seeing you. Dreams come true. There's something about them seeing you, but not knowing how to take action to talk to you. But they see you and they admire you, and it is from a distance currently with this hanged man. It is the course, it's like this very daily occurrence, though, with that Ace of Wands. So sincerely, it's someplace that you're going on a regular basis. You're solo, by the way, because that Ace of Wands, that is a singular energy. And they, honest to goodness, it's achievement and good fortune. I'm really torn on whether or not like you're passing by where they live, or whether they see you like at an activity, at the gym, at work, at school. And it might be a little bit of both, simply because it kind of feels like this person spends a lot of time thinking about what they would do with you, where you could go. At the moment, it's all very fantastical, though. Like, I don't feel like they know you at a very deep level, but they have an image of you that is very, it's exceptionally admiring. It's just exceptionally admiring. The sun is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck. And that worth waiting for energy, I don't know what they're waiting on. I don't, like I said, they almost give off this like extreme introvert vibe with success and perseverance, and then self-sufficient. So they are single, which is delightful, because of course that, you know, makes for a less complicated situation. But they're seeing you through regular daily activities. And so that, you know, is going to be, but I get this almost like looking at you through a window energy with this. And then deception, the false mask, where you've caught their eye. You've caught their eye. but they don't know what to do with it. And here's how you can tell if this is your pile. That rebel energy and that heroine hero energy, that's you. Like whatever you're doing, you seem to be in your very own space. They find you very intriguing and very enigmatic. You don't like fit in with the crowd. You're somebody who's kind of bringing your own vibe with you. Let's get a messages of love. Do we have anything else on who has a crush on pile number 1? Who's into them? Currently, like there's this hanging back energy with that hanged man though. Awakening. I'm a keyword reader on these, but it's someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. I have a feeling this really might have been a love at first sight energy for that person. And is it real love when it's love at first sight and they don't know you yet? Kind of no, but it's real infatuation. They can't really, it feels like they believe their soul recognized you with that lover's energy. But they see you and you don't need to, there is zero weirdness around this. But you really, honest to goodness, it's like they're hanging back waiting for something. And what? I don't know, maybe the nerve to talk to you. Unavailable. This person is able to give you all you deserve. They're single though with the self-sufficient energy. They might believe that you aren't available. And it's possible you're not, but wherever they're seeing you, you're definitely by yourself. Let's see what else we've got here. Can I get one more card, please? 1 and 2 and 3. I'm going to take that one. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Okie dokie. Well, that makes a lot of sense to me on this particular draw. We're going to keep going. We're going to get some of the Amira Love Oracle cards, which I've been enjoying. Is there any information about this person or about this particular crush? Where's it going to go? I don't, with the High Priestess at the end, that is like the outcome is not known yet type of energy. But you know that you have somebody who's very, like your awakening energy, and with the sun, I think they might see you in the mornings. Fair male, lighter rather than darker. I am getting the sense that it's a man, like somebody who identifies as a female, as a male. And then blonde female, lighter hair, laid back. Now, that particular energy, it's interesting that this says blonde. That is very clearly a redhead. Or a ginger, if you want to say that instead. So whatever it is, I think you've got very bright hair. Like it might be highlighted, and I've got that sun energy, like they see you as this shining person. But currently it really is in the fantastical. I'm not, let's get some other cards here as well. I'm going to get some, what's going to happen with this? What's going to happen with this? Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking. Don't worry about that one. Gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Somebody's watching you and in a not creepy fashion. Because I would have the 7 of Swords and a couple of other, like, you know, be wary type of energy. 1 and 2 and 3. Here we go. Clock, needs time, takes time, time and cycles, time to heal, worth waiting for. The Snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, and then twin flames. I don't think this is a person that is your twin flame currently. Like, I don't think this is somebody that you know. The one that tried to stay behind is Mask, which is exactly the same energy as this. Listen, so this person, like, thinks that you are their soulmate. They really might have had that kind of thunderstruck energy from the twin flames, that yin yang. They do think that you're their balancing energy. But it's interesting because I do not, and I don't agree that you're that this is like the fair male and then the blonde female. First of all, she's not blonde. But secondly, it is genuinely, it's this sun energy that is catching me over and over again. It's like they see you in an outdoor setting as well. So you may not work in the same office, or they might see you going into a particular area where you exercise, where you take a yoga class, where you go to class. But currently it remains from a distance. Success and perseverance, self-sufficient. Here's what I've kind of got. They really want to talk to you. Awakening, unavailable, and then longing. Remember, keywords, don't read this bottom part. Awakening, again, that kind of morning energy. It's like they see you in the mornings as well. So I don't know if you're like passing by them as they're going to work or to school or what it is, but they're trying to figure out. I have a feeling they just can't figure out a good reason to start talking to you. And I've got kind of an interesting vibe around how I think they really, really don't want to come off as like something that's going to in any way distance you. Meaning that like if they try to approach you, I think they're afraid that they can't figure out a good reason to talk to you. But group number one, this is somebody who sees you from afar constantly. You have not talked to them yet. You are likely passing them in the morning with the two Amira Love cards, which is the fair male and then the blonde female, which again, please discount the blonde because I just don't feel like it has anything to do with this. But the brighter energy does. It feels like they keep seeing you potentially working out in the morning with this taking action energy. But this is a secret admirer. How would you feel about them? I kind of don't know, but you did get that worth waiting energy from the romance angels, which suggests that like something may come of this yet. But they just see you as this very individual person with this energy that just draws their eye. They really, honest to goodness, this is the feminine mystique energy. This is unlikely to be your pile if you identify as male, quite simply because of that high priestess energy. This person, currently they're observing from afar. And I don't think they know how to come forward. I just really don't. This hanged man in the upright with the four swords, it's like they don't know how to take action towards you. But they see you as like everything positive and bright and kind of, I want to say that you uplift their mood because that's one of the happiness energy of the sun, that good vibes energy. As I said, currently it's in the fantastical, but I have a feeling this person genuinely thinks that you're theirs, like you're their person. Because we have the twin flame energy, the sunglasses, which is walking. Now again, sun, it's like they see you in the morning, but it's not quite the right time. The snake, it's interesting, the competition and then clever and then look over your shoulder are the ones that are catching me. I have zero third-party vibes and I've got that self-sufficient energy, which to me, honest to goodness, suggests that this person is not involved with somebody. And then the last one we had was twin flames on that, which is that kind of yin-yang balance energy with coupling, complement each other. I don't have a tower on this, but the Ace of Wands is that kind of like the flash of inspiration, that eureka energy that you can get. And that's the feeling that I've got here. Like you were a startling person for them to kind of glimpse the first time, because I've got that rebel energy for you. This person, I'm going to draw just two more tarot cards here. What's going to happen with this? Because I have zero energy around what's going to happen with this. I just don't know what's going to happen. Do we have any type of outcome that we're like willing to share here? Because it's nice to have a secret admirer. It's nice that somebody's watching somebody from afar in an admiring versus like a threatening manner in any way, shape, or form. Two of Cups, which is the card for union. And then what else do we have? What else? I'm glad I went for that because I wasn't quite sure what was going on here with the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card for like a privileged single person, somebody who is like, you know, this is why I'm a little bit torn between work and like seeing you like out at an exercise class or walking your dogs or something. Success and perseverance and then self-sufficient. And this, of course, is one of the energies for a successful business person. So this person is seeing you regularly. I have a feeling the sun must hit your hair or something. And could you be a blonde female? Yes, of course. But the cards here, this is who I think this person is. They have light eyes. But the blonde female, of course, is a very redheaded person. And what you notice is that the sun is really shining off of that particular person's hair. And that's really what I've got here. And I don't know if you notice this. There we go. The High Priestess perfectly matches that particular card. This person is not known to you, but they wish to be. I have nothing that concerns me about it And in fact, with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles, kind of like be prepared for something to come of it. Because I almost feel like they're biding their time. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they think that you're getting over something or you're trying to achieve something, or if you just always look very busy when they see you. I actually genuinely just really like this energy though. So group number one, who has a crush on you, who is into you, it is somebody that you appear to be passing by on a regular basis. They have not made a move towards you yet, but they have all of these incredibly warm feelings for you. You're like a bright light in there, and I really do think it's morning. I really do think it's morning. I have zero reason to believe that this is like you've been out, you met him at a club. There's none of that energy. I honestly think that this person like felt like they had a love at first sight thing with you because of that twin flame energy, the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So group number one, do know that you are seen, you are noticed, you are admired and held in high esteem by somebody who sees you going about a routine every, I believe it is, morning or most mornings. And they have yet to figure out how to talk to you, but they're biding their time. And with all those other cards of connection and union, apparently that is something that is coming up in your future. All right, so group number one, that was your reading. Know that you have a secret admirer who glimpses you as you go about your routine. And again, no reason to believe that they're taking it towards anything that is inappropriate, rather that they're trying to come up with a good reason to talk to you. And there's something with that success energy and that Nine of Pentacles where it's as if they're aware of something you're trying to achieve. All right, group number one, that was your reading. Thanks so much for joining me. Welcome back. If you chose pile number two, this is your reading. We're putting the number two over there so that people can easily forward to their reading, but there are timestamps in the description box down below. We're going to get some archetype cards to try and help identify this person after we get some tarot down. We have the Muse Tarot bringing us a predictive spread for pile number two. Who's got a crush on pile number two? Who's into pile number two? Hey guys, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. And if you like the reading, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button because it helps my channel. Let's go. Who is into pile number one? Empress in reverse. Interesting. We're going to get some more cards down before I start commenting on that. We're starting out with 6 cards. I'm going to take 2 for clarifying if I need to. With the Ace of Cups in emotion, of Ace of Cups, the Muse of Emotion is the Ace of Cups in this deck. With the Page of Swords in the upright, Knight of Swords in reverse, I have the Four Wands in the upright, and then I have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Well, this is somebody who sees you at your home or in your dorm. It is not an office energy. The Empress in reverse is like somebody who's being a little bit indolent, kind of kicking back. This is that home environment. The Ace of Cups is a new and like kind of hopeful, emotional beginning. The Page of Swords is like they've looked into you. And honest to goodness, they're either a neighbor. Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords in the upright is this certain energy, this traveler's energy as well. It's one of the cards for air travel. The Knight of Swords in reverse can be like, the thing that's a little bit like giving me pause is this is a fractious energy or an angry energy sometimes. It can also be a returning energy. And I get the feeling that if you live in a home, they're seeing you come and go frequently. But I kind of get the feeling that it's not a traditional home. It could be a townhome, it could be a condominium, it could be a flat, an apartment. This is one of the cards for your home situation. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is something, again, when you're not working. So when you're taking your leisure, this person is seeing you. They have your name. This Page of Swords is somebody who's able to like electronically look into something. It's a research card. The pages get something started. And like I really feel like it's a neighbor. simply because it's almost like the vibe I'm getting there is that they kind of like they might have read your name on the mailbox or something, but this is a home environment. What have I got for pile number 2? Who's their secret admirer? Who has a crush on them? Who's into them? Let's get some cards going here. But it is somebody nearby. They see you in your leisure time. They see you coming and going. You're not working. They have a lot of interest in you because that's like piquing somebody's curiosity. I think they saw you. Here's the thing, if it's an apartment situation, like they live in a different part of the complex. Because honest to goodness, I feel like they're seeing you in your car or in transportation coming and going, like almost maybe like in a driveway. But they've done a little bit of groundwork to figure out who you are because they want to meet you. You're not working. What have they noticed about you? Like you seem to have a sunny disposition to them with that Ace of Cups in the upright. What have I got? 1 and 2 and 3. Here is something. I almost feel like they saw you the first time when they were moving in, because this can be a card of relocating. I have the God attribute, the God card, which is light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. The shadow attribute is despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. It's possible that it has something to do with like passing by a church or something, but I really don't get that. This person might have spiritual beliefs though. Like they may be somebody who, I think this was preordained. I just do. With that God energy, it's like I don't think they live right next to you. I don't think this is a next door neighbor or anything, but they see you coming and going. This is a card that has to do with transportation as well. Samaritan. Refined your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. The shadow attribute is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So 2 of these things say that this person is kind of into volunteering, by the way. So they're kind of a good human being. They apparently like really value others with this God and Samaritan energy. I do not think this is like somebody seeing you at a grocery store. Honestly, it really is. They're seeing you in your leisure time, and without in any way trying to like alarm anybody, they know where you live. They know where you live. You're not working. They might see how you interact with other people and like it, but I have no sense that there's been much contact. Maybe. Like you might have exchanged like, good mornings, that type of thing. But there's nothing more significant than that. This person's not showing up as a friend. What do they like? Let's go. Let's get some messages of love cards down for who has a crush on pile number 2. Who's into them? Somebody where you live. This is a group living situation. We have awakening, which is weird. That came out with the last card as well. Acceptance. Finances. I want one more, and lesson. Awakening, acceptance, finances, and lessons. Now, the awakening card can be, remember I'm a keyword reader on these, meaning that somebody who's undergoing a spiritual transformation may not be accurate to this particular reading, but acceptance, finances, and lesson. It's like maybe they see you coming and going to work, because where you are, this is a leisurely activity, and this is the home activity. This is a traveling energy. I don't think, I really believe like they know your name, but they haven't like gotten, I don't think they're like sitting at home Googling you. I wonder what they're going to do about this. Let's get some messages of love oracles, or this higher love oracle card, please. Can you tell me who is into pile number 2, who has a crush on them? Appears to be somebody who lives in the same area that you do. Moderation and self-control. I get this reserved energy around this person. Like I like they may not be very comfortable. Like they're introverted. And the thing that's kind of given me that is that, like, there's this very observant energy with them, but like it's almost like even if they have a chance to interact with you, they don't know what to say to you. It does appear to be somebody where you live, though. Now, if you live in a single family home, it means they see you coming and going from the neighborhood. But I really kind of get the vibe that this is an apartment or a dorm or like a townhome situation, because what I keep seeing with this every time I look at it is like a driveway. Is that they've passed you and you kept catching their eye. Beginning and fresh start, moderation and self-control, beginning and fresh start. I'm gonna go with they are kind of a little bit on the fresh side of a divorce or a breakup, because they're coming off with a singular vibe. Dominating relationship. They might be recovering from abuse, or you might be recovering from a relationship. This again is that anger energy. And I've got, remember, in love readings it can go either way. And I'm trying to figure out what's holding them back. Because they see you on the regs. They're not super duper duper chatty. Like, that's the only thing that's giving me the tiniest bit of pause here, is like they think through everything they say, like they think it through in their head before it ever comes out of their mouth. New opportunities, beginning of dominating. They're on, one of you is on the other side of a not great relationship. Did they figure that out with that research energy? They might have. Like, I genuinely have this vibe where, like, they got your name and, like, they got your name from your mailbox or something. Because they've looked into you, but it's not gross. It's not like they're like, you know, a private investigator, find out everything about you. It apparently is more like they might have done like a cursory, like a cursory lookup on you. Because somebody involved here has had a breakup. Beginning and fresh start, dominating relationship, and new opportunities. And if it's you, I kind of feel like this person is watching to see, like, do they date? I never see them with anybody. Are they dating? This person is currently observing you. I'm struggling a lot here, because the energy I've got here is that I'm not positive you'd want this person. And why? They're very, very, very quiet. This God, the Samaritan thing, it's like they might have a very spiritual connection. New love. Oh. Control. Well, I'm not digging that part. With that dominating relationship. And then young male. All right. Well, group number 2. This is interesting to me because it is somebody likely where you live. I am not positive they're a right fit for you. Like, they really might have these very traditional viewpoints or something. Simply because I just kind of don't... I think I'm going to grab some more cards from the tarot to ask what's coming up with this as well. Let's get a romance angel first. So what is the deal with this person? They appear to be observing you. Their own personality, engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Here's what I think holds them back. I think they did actually look into you and they know something about you. And like look into you, like already it's given me the tiniest bit of unease. And then I don't like the new love and control energy. Like, I'm not positive this person is the best bet, but they're very vigilant with that Page of Swords energy. Awakening, acceptance, finances, and lessons. I don't like that. That came out for last group as well, probably because it's the secret admirer. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. I'm not digging the vibe. I'm just not digging the vibe. I don't like these control and deception cards. It does appear to be somebody in a complex. You do not need to be afraid. I have like no like super duper creepy cards, but they pass you and like I guess what I don't like is that if you're that intrigued with somebody, go up and talk to them. And I don't think they did that. This is a card of internet research. And this Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't like it. And I can't particularly describe why. This is an energy that like strikes me as being about arguing and like misusing words. And they might not be the coolest person is the thing. And like, I'm sorry, maybe another pile will also have a message for you. Maybe take this one under advisement, because I feel like they're gonna try. And I feel like it's gonna be pretty soon. Here we go. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, soul contract, camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. I have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation, with engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Well, they have the heavy duty hots for you, but I don't like some of this. Now, could I be wrong? Of course. I don't like the repeats on control and dominating relationship. I don't like that this has tendency to be about somebody who doesn't keep their temper very well. I don't like the camera energy either. I have this is a research card for me, and like this is an end toward action. And I guess all I'm trying to say here, and I'm sorry that this is a tiny bit disappointing, but there's somebody who's into you who I do think is planning on approaching you. Like, I feel like they've put this groundwork in to try and figure out how to do so, but I think you come at things from a very different angle than they do. With that God and Samaritan, honest to goodness, like it's almost like they might be looking for somebody who, dominating relationship and control. Like this could be somebody who's like, I want someone who's submissive, and God no. Let's see, 1 and 2 and 3, meaning that like you don't have as much power in the relationship as they do. It looks like it might be a very traditional guy, quite frankly. Let's go 1 and 2 and 3, and I have the 2 of Wands in reverse, which is making a plan and committing to it for me. It's choices as well. Listen, group number 2, there's always a chance when we're doing something like this with the Hanged Man in reverse, which is taking a chance on something, and then the 7 of Wands in reverse, which is a pick your battles energy. All right, so hey, listen, I'm going to commit to this. I do not dig this person. I don't dig them. They are they dangerous? They're an angry enough human being that like, they don't speak a lot. They don't express themselves well. They do apparently like see you where you live. I have a feeling that they're watching. They're watching. They're just kind of watching. With that new love and control, like I said, there's a possibility. There's a possibility that they're getting ready to take steps towards you, but I don't like that. And it came out with a card about a dominating relationship as well. Group number 2, you have somebody who looks like they're going to be a bit of a karmic lesson. They might be looking for this union energy, which is my other half, but I don't think that they're learn from the past. Keepsake, perception, and learn from the past. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. I don't... Could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong. And remember, it's a general reading and it can't hold true for everybody. But there is an energy around this that is giving me enough pause that I'm clearly struggling with trying to figure out how to convey this in like a way that's still fun. You have somebody where you live who I think keeps a little bit of an eye on you. They do appear to have found out some things about you. They have not like come towards you in the ways that like is like kind of and when we're talking about somebody having a crush on you, that almost always implies a secret admirer. But they are planning like an approach to you. And I guess I would like it better if they hadn't. It's almost like they wanted to make sure you were worthy or something. But you caught their eye over and over again, and that Samaritan energy is like you just might be somebody who's very kind to other people. Or they might be like trying to figure out like how they could perform some sort of act of service for you. And the reason I'm saying that is like that dominating relationship, that control. And I never like the Knight of Swords in reverse. With those particular cards, it's somebody who, like, they've got, I just kind of want to say too traditional of a view of relationships for me. Now, if that's your bag, then that's your bag. But it is somebody where you live, they see you coming and going, they are planning on approaching you. And I guess kind of just take this one under advisement, group number 2, that if that happens to you anytime soon, because they do appear to be, I almost want to say lying in wait, but that sounds a lot creepier than any of the cards were. They do appear to be planning a way to make an overture. My personal feeling on it is they don't speak a great deal, and I have a feeling they're gonna unnerve you just ever so slightly. And I don't super enjoy that there were 2 cards in there that suggested to me that they kind of looked around on the internet about you. Which, is that normal to do? Yeah, but like normally I'll encourage my clients to be like, hey, run a cursory background check on anybody that you begin dating, because it's okay to make sure that somebody is who they say they are. It's another thing to be looking into somebody that you're not involved with. That's just weird and invasive to me. And I guess that's the energy that I have around that, and you don't need to be frightened at all. But maybe, like, if you get approached by somebody in your complex or in your neighborhood, keep that part in mind. And again, over and over again, I got that from the Knight of Swords in reverse. Some kind of energy where they see you in a driveway. But I don't think they're your next door neighbor. I think they live in an adjacent building or complex, and they see you frequently. And the only thing that gives me a little bit of pause is that they're, like I said, it's like they, instead of finding out if they liked your personality, it's like they tried to see if they liked your statistics. You know what I mean? They went and looked at who you were before they talked to you. And that's a little bit backwards to me. That's just a little bit backwards to me. So group number 2, an ever so slightly cautionary vibe around that one. Please don't be disheartened. And again, you know, maybe more than one pile is appropriate for you. But that one came off with not a full-blown creeper vibe, but rather somebody who has a very traditional view of relationships and is looking for one in which they wield more power. And with that God and Samaritan thing, just a little bit too traditional for my particular tastes. And then again, there's something wrong with their inner world. There's something wrong with their inner world, and you don't need to be freaked out or frightened, but that Knight of Swords is just plaguing me. It's just plaguing me. It's about somebody with angry thoughts. So just a little bit of heads up on that. Maybe watch another pile, and hopefully it will be cuter and sweeter and more like, hey, yay, that person has a crush on me, versus, oh my gosh, I guess I will just lock my doors when they try and talk to me. But something about that said maybe that's just a little bit appropriate. Okay, group number 2, that was your reading. Take care. Be well. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your reading. We're putting number 3 over there so that people can easily fast forward to the reading, but there are timestamps in the description box down below. We'll get some archetype cards to help try and better identify this particular person, and the traditional manga deck is bringing you a predictive spread. Who's into pile number 3? Who has a crush on pile number 3? Let's get going for pile number 3. Who is into pile number 3? Who has a crush on pile number 3? Hey guys, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like this reading, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. All right, let's get going here. 4 Pentacles in reverse. Okay. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, well, at least it's a single person. With the Emperor in the upright, which is the card for Aries. That's that kind of boss level energy as well. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's an anxiety energy. That's an insecure energy. There are 2 cards of insecurity. So this person doesn't feel very secure in, like, they kind of feel like you have a bunch of options. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, the 7 of Cups in the upright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and for other readings, I've been taking 2 clarifying cards as the reading keeps going, and I'll wait a little bit and do that in a moment. So what's going on here is this person likely has seen you through like an establishment, meaning they see you at work or they see you when you're out like doing different things having to do with perhaps education or school or something, simply because this is somebody who has some power. So it's almost like it's a local business owner who has been seeing you. This by the way is not a student's pile. It's just not. Like, this is not a younger energy. This is a very established energy. Um, would you like this person? I'm not entirely positive. They're not secure in receiving a warm welcome. And so they kind of like, they have dreams about you, they have fantasies about you, but I'm not sure how much they're going to do in the 3D. Now, this could also be a former boss of yours, simply with that emperor energy, because the emperor is a ruler. The emperor is often a boss. It is that boss level energy. Now, remember, in these type of readings, can it go either way? And this is one of your employees? Absolutely. Or somebody that you've been working with? Absolutely. But this person has feelings for you. I think that they're correct and you might not go for it. With that Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse as well, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like they don't think that they have a hope or a prayer. There could be an age difference with that Emperor as well. The Seven of Cups is everything being up in the air. It's like nothing being firmed up. I do think you've spoken to them, by the way. Like, they might pass by you regularly and you have their admiration, but it's like they think they don't stand a chance. We have the Child Wounded, which is awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness, but the Shadow attribute is blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. Here's the thing. I think they think you're like a tragic figure, kind of. Like, I'm not sure. They have this very romantic view of you. And they think maybe you've been mistreated in the past. And honest to goodness, it's almost like they tell themselves a story, because this is very much a fantasy energy, of how they're the right person for you. And then I have Scribe, which is light attribute is preserving knowledge and information. The shadow attribute is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. I said at the very beginning of this that it's almost like it's a business owner, like who sees you coming and going from school or work or something. They're older than you, I'm positive of it. And potentially by kind of a lot. Because they don't feel secure and a welcome. And it's like they see you as somebody who, that's like almost like you're a character in a novel. I don't think they've got this right. I don't think they've really penned your personality. Hedonist inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, creates the beauty in yourself, and then the shadow attribute is pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. They're not coming off with a player vibe. I'm going to be really, really, really frank. This person, there appears to be an age difference. This person has a tendency to be a slightly older person. When we're talking about, there's somebody who are older and wiser. They've had a chance to make mistakes and learn from it. And this kind of like, this Knight of Wands in the upright is like an ardent interest in taking action and like really kind of that excitement and that interest and that intrigue. In reverse like that with the Seven of Cups, it's like they are into you, but they already know that like they could shoot their shot and it would just like, you know, they would never hit a target. And I think it's because with that hedonist energy in the Child Wounded, honest to goodness, I think they see you as somebody who has been mistreated. And they tell themselves all these stories because I've got this May-December energy. Like, you're much younger than they are. And I think they believe that, like, they're the person who could offer you all kinds of security. I think that they've told themselves all kinds of stories about how you've been hurt by, like, players in the past. I don't think that they know you very well. Significant love relationship. All right, what about it? Union of two souls. Really? Because I kind of am not getting the vibe here. Soulmate, family support. You're going to be the one group. I'm going to take one more. Financial matters. I'm telling you, they see you from like their own business or something. None of this fits. None of this really fits. Actually, I had to pause and cough and sneeze and all kinds of things. Listen, this Seven of Cups is the one that's just really grabbing me. Simply because whether or not this is how they feel about you, and you seem to be going about your business. You genuinely seem to be going about your business. If you've met, I don't think it has been a deep conversation. From this particular reading, you're single. The Knight of Cups in reverse is one of the cards for self-love for me. Everybody has a different relationship to their cards. And again, I don't know why it just feels like there's I don't want to say a giant age gap, but there's a significant one. Like this person is significantly more mature than you are, meaning they've just got a lot more years on them. And it feels like this family support and the financial matters, it's like they think that they have the key to financial security for you. Like there's just very much like they kind of, the child, wounded, scribe, and hedonist, it's like they think there's too much of a rescuer vibe with this. Like I don't think you would be into them. I honest to goodness don't. Simply because with this energy and then this energy, the Emperor in the upright with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now the Queen of Pentacles in the upright is this wonderful, secure, like wifey type of energy. But in reverse like that, it's about not standing on very secure ground, having anxiety, being uncertain of a welcome. And I really, no matter what they're telling themselves, which they really might be like, I'm the perfect person for her or him. I have, they're an established person with that Emperor energy. Like they've got enough. And I'm going to tell you honestly, this comes off with a decidedly masculine energy. Now, that is not indicative of gender. Gender in tarot is meaningless. We all contain masculine and feminine energy. But like, this is boss level energy. This is a boss level. And that's why I'm like, it could genuinely be that this person is your employer. But they have more financial security than you do. And I think that, like, they think that, I don't think you would accept them. That age gap that I keep feeling, like, it feels pretty like significant to me, like at least 15 years. They've got some on you. Warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. Well, that's not. Play hard. Hedonist and play hard. I'm a keyword reader on these, so like the little paragraphs below kind of don't mean as much to me. Healing. I think that they are telling themselves a story how they are the right person for you because they think that you've been misused in the past with that child wounded. The warning, play hard, and true love, soulmate, and healing. Like, I think that you might like be out there, like, you know, getting it out there, having fun, exploring your options. And this fantasy card bugs me just a little bit. Because there's something I don't like the way they're valuing you and valuing themselves. Like they view you almost as like, I want to say a wounded bird. And I don't think that's who you are. And I don't know what has led them to believe that. I don't know if you've had a breakup and they were able to find out about it. I genuinely do not get the sense that if you've spoken to this person, it has been in passing. They're at least 15 years older than you, and I just keep picking that up over and over again. But like they almost feel like I almost like they have this key to your potential happiness. Now, is there anything really wrong with a big age difference? No. Like if that's like if you really resonate with somebody's soul, it's very, very, very individual. I just kind of get the vibe that the family support and financial matters, like they are this very established person, and they are more likely to think that is going to attract you. And that's where it's kind of like, the play hard and hedonist, it's like they think maybe, I don't want to say sugar daddy or like sugar mama energy here, but it's a little bit like that. King of Wands in reverse with the 5, yeah, you wouldn't go for it. I just don't think you would go for it. The King of Wands in reverse with that Knight of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Cups in the upright. Listen, I think your honest reaction would be like, hey, that's nice, but I am not, like, I'm not in the market. I'm not interested. I'm going to be honest, the age gap, I believe, is just too significant. Because this person, like, they've got some time on you. But the thing that they see about you is like this play hard, that hedonist. It's like you make them feel younger. And I think what they think would appeal to you about them is that they seem to be very financially secure. And you look like maybe you're not right now. Like maybe you're establishing parts of your life in your own, like maybe getting your degree or opening your own business, or you're working at something of your own. And I keep getting this kind of business level where like maybe they keep seeing you from their place of work. And it's sweet, but also it's like, please just take the affirmation and the validation of like, yeah, that person's totally into me. And understand that they don't, like, they're harmless. They're harmless, but it's almost like they have a reductive view of you, like where they think, oh God, money. Ice King, boss. Money, Ice King, boss, karma, toxic story, new opportunities. Okay, y'all. So listen, I'm not saying that this person thinks you can be bought. I don't think it's that crass. But what I do think is that this is someone who is frequently older. Boss, entrepreneur, detached, with money, wealth, luck, and finances. We've got financial matters over here. They're quite established, but there's a gap. Toxic story and new opportunities. They think, and you might have had like a stumbling relationship trajectory. Most of us have. God knows I have. But it's like they think that I know I'm stumbling all over my words here. It's because I don't want to be insulting, but like I'm a tiny bit insulted by the vibe that's coming off of this, because they have this view of you where like they feel like they could offer you everything and you would get to play and get to indulge yourself. And it's almost like thinking like about like adopting a pet or something. I keep getting that weird sugar daddy energy. Like this person like thinks that maybe that you would be into them, and that their biggest appeal, because they're aware of the age gap, like there's a reason they haven't talked to you yet. And then like you would just, I'm sorry, I just don't think you would go with this. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. Are they married? I don't think so. I hope not. I have no third party vibe here, but like what I do have, that traditional relationship, significant love relationship, family support. You might be like a single parent, or like you might have been divorced. There's something going on here where they feel like their established vibe, the security, and it's all about the money, which is just disturbing. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Getting to know each other and wedding. Could I be wrong and like this is the person who is your absolute best pairing and that like slight age gap? I kind of don't think so. King of Wands in reverse is like something not happening. And then the 5 of Cups in the upright is like loss, grieving, mourning, sadness. and then that karmic with toxic story. Honest to goodness, I think what I don't like about this is how much this person thinks that you would be like, this would be interesting. That like this is the thing that would make you consider it. And the Ice King with that kind of like gray-haired vibe that we've got going on here, this is an older man, and they are very well established. So like there's plenty of like security. They're affluent. They have that vibe to them. But the true love, soulmate, and healing, I honest to goodness, the warning, play hard, true love, soulmate, and healing. They have this view of what relationships are, and it's almost, I don't want to say transactional because it's not that cut and dried, but I don't like how much money is coming into play here. So this person, we got that boss over and over again. I kind of feel like it is somebody who like they might like have an established business. Like they could be a family lawyer or something, because there is an age gap. They see you, I'm not gonna say very frequently, but they like you always stick in their mind. I have this vibe of, with this Seven of Cups in the upright, they kind of, I don't think they're judging you for a relationship past, but there's something just a little bit off about how they value connection, just a little bit off on that. They're very nice looking, by the way. Like, so when you hear older, like this is somebody who like, you know, fights aging like it's the devil. Like they're this very, very vigorous person. But I don't know. There's something about this. The Emperor card is just transfixing me here. It's something about how they value their own appeal and it having to do with their wallet that is bothering me. Like, because I've got this hedonist and that playful vibe. It really is like they kind of, like they have this fantasy where they come towards you and it's like a done deal because they've got bank, they've got money. We have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. But ascending is also transcending abundance. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. I have clock. Needs time, take time, in time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. I'm going to take one more on that. And the reason, those are obviously very, very positive cards, but ascending and abundance, it's like they think their money makes them more attractive. And they may have, here we go, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. They may have encountered that in the past. I have absolutely no reason to believe that even if you're in a financially insecure state right now, that's something that would appeal to you. That you'd be like, oh yeah, no, sure, absolutely. I would go for somebody because of the money. And that's what is bothering me about this one, is this person is very well established. They have money. They're at least 15 years older than you are. They just are. And even though they come off with this very vigorous energy, they also come off as like, I guess what I'm trying to say is if they think their money makes them that appealing, then they're kind of devaluing who you are before they even really get to know you. Because, you know, realistically, sure, money's nice, but that's not something that makes an enduring relationship. They have been telling themselves a story about your past that is interesting to me. And that hedonist vibe, that kind of like, you know, playful, interesting, they kind of want, they see you as a little bit of, I don't want to say plaything, because I have the feeling that's actually very, very, like, sincere. There's a sincere vibe with it. Getting to know each other and wedding, though. Getting to know each other. I did not get the sense that this is something, take it as the compliment that it is, that somebody, they find you captivating. They find you captivating. This is somebody that, again, we had boss twice in 2 different capacities. There is money involved here. And do they plan on coming towards you? It kind of looked that way. And the 5 of Cups in the upright suggests that you're like, oh, no, I will take a pass. But understand that everything about that particular pile suggested that they're exceptionally nice looking and like really, like they keep themselves in shape and they're very, very vigorous. I just don't like that there is almost a transactional energy to how they view commitment. Like, obviously, you'd be into them because they've got so much money. And in some ways, that's just taken a little bit of a dim view of who you are and what you value. So group number 3, again, always take the validation, always take the compliment. You have somebody who sees you from, I think, their place of business. They're very established and they're very successful. And they kind of see you as somebody who may have been misused by love. And they think they're the remedy, but their remedy involves their wallet as much as it does their heart. So I guess when they come towards you, keep that part in mind. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with having relationships on your terms. Just remember that somebody who views a relationship as what makes me attractive is I have all this money. It's like, well, what would happen if you lost it all? Like we don't want to be loved for a bank balance. And if that person thinks that's how they are valued, then they have a slight, they need to tweak what they really think love is, I guess. Anyway, you are admired from afar, and it looks like it will be up close sooner, but it doesn't look like you're going to go for it. All right, group number 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Be well. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 4, then this is your reading. We're putting number 4 over there so that people can easily fast forward to their reading, but there are timestamps in the description box down below. We get some archetype cards to give us a little bit more information about who has a crush on group number 4, who's into group number 4. Very strange readings so far. Let's find out for group number 4, who's into them, who has a crush on group number 4. Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like the reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to book me for a private reading, don't forget there is a link to my website in the description box down below. There we go. Page of Pentacles in the upright, that's a student's card. That is like a learning card. The pages get things started. That can be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus energy. The World in reverse. Ooh, Lovers in the upright, that's the Gemini card. Can be a soulmate card, can be a choices card. The Hermit. All right, so that's the Virgo energy. That's a healing energy. That's a soul-searching energy. 2 of Wands in reverse, and then I have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. We will get 2 clarifying cards as the reading goes on. So, who is this person? Well, this is a little bit fun because they're a little younger than you are with this Page of Pentacles energy. The World in reverse is they've met you fairly recently. They've met you fairly recently, and I think they really felt like a deep connection with that Lover's energy. And the Hermit in the upright, I'm not positive that it went both ways. Now, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything, but currently, everybody involved here appears to be single, by the way. I don't think that they're like looking at a dating profile or anything. This is not somebody that you've met through any activities, but that 2 of Wands in reverse, it's like they make their plans. That is making a plan and committing to it. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like they can't commit to like going towards you. And it is because like that Page of Pentacles, remember the pages are the youngest energy in the court cards. And I just have this weird feeling like they're a little younger than you are, and not significantly. This is not as big an age gap as at least one of the other piles was indicating. Let's get going here. Let's get some archetype cards. Can you tell me more about who's into pile number 4? We will get 2 more cards to clarify where this is going, by the way. Practical world, so not just online. They have these very romantic feelings about you. It's weird. They're almost in awe of you, which is very interesting to me. Yep, angel. Angel. The light attribute is helping those in need with no expectation of return. And then the shadow attribute, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. I don't think it's that. Like, you could be a nurse or a nursing student with that Page of Pentacles. You could be a healer, but like they see you as somebody who has tremendous compassion and mercy and kindness towards others. They're very much a 3D world thing though. And how much have they spoken to you? Let's see. All right, we have Prince. Yeah, this person's younger. Prince. Light attribute is romantic charm and potential for power. Shadow attribute is using power for self-aggrandizement. Younger man is what it looks like. Now, remember, this is because, you know, this can go any way for all genders. And gender is meaningless in tarot, but this has a young man's energy with it. And here's the thing. It's like they know you through somebody else. They know you through somebody else. They're very much, this is not like a secret admirer energy. Like, I have an exchange between you. Like, you've spoken, and they have, it's like they think you're unattainable, though, with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Because the Eight of Pentacles in the upright is this mastering energy. In reverse, it can be like something that is at your leisure, not like straining to do something. I think they keep encountering you through whatever it is you do for work, and they're trying to figure out how they can encounter you in other settings. It does not appear to be an extreme age gap, and I just had one of those. I genuinely just had some energy around. It's like, wow, that's a big age gap. This is not. This is more like, you know, maybe 3 or 4 years. It's not extreme. Now, if you're 17 years old, you're like, yeah, no, that's extreme. Now, this has very much this is your profession. They know you through your profession. And they really, like, they said, I have this weird energy, like, where they're in awe of you. Because the hermit can be somebody who's very much this singular power. This person who needs nobody else's counsel. They look within for their answers and they find them. The prince and angel, there's a little bit of, this is a very romantic feeling. But I don't think they know what to do with it. Past love, this could be in the past lover, interesting. I don't get the sense that you've been involved. Could be a past life connection. Mature woman, yeah. I get the feeling this is a younger male, older female energy. And so socialite, connector, high society. I actually really like the energy. The next one was going to be short term, but I kind of don't think that's it. This person doesn't appear to be looking for a hookup. I'm going to tell you, like, honestly, this person feels like they're head over heels in love with you. Like, it's almost like they think that you have been together lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And they hold back a little bit because you do appear to be, like I said, you've got a little bit on them. But they encounter you through your work. And it's got this weird healing vibe around it. Maybe an education along with that Page of Pentacles. Can you tell me more about this person? Self-care. Like I said, healing. I do like that there's very much there does not appear to be much entanglement. Meaning, like, this person is single. They're not holding back because they're in a 3-party situation. I wish I felt like they weren't quite as in awe of you as they are. But they are. And it's just this star energy around these particular cards where it's like this light from on high. Chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. Well, that'd be fun. Play hard. And then I've got longing. Oh, okay. So, well, this is a very passionate connection for them. This is a very passionate connection for them. It's almost like they wish they could figure out a way to ask you to a party or something. They have a lot of trouble with figuring out how to connect to you. This pedestal energy that I don't normally get off of the Hermit is there, though. It's like they feel like you're, I almost want to say unattainable. It's interesting, the angel energy, that's the other thing that's giving me, like, you know, they've got you on a little bit of a pedestal. They've just got you on a little bit of a pedestal. They think about you, it feels like all the time, and they're always making plans, but they don't do anything about it yet. I think they're very afraid of, like, because they've got themselves convinced this is something significant. Like that they're with that past love. And I get the past life energy from that. I don't think you've been involved with this person. They're too like, I want to say admiring. They're too, like, they don't know you on an intimate level. Whoa, lost love. Interesting. I do not get the sense this is an ex. Lasting love and happiness. Materialism. I want one more. Self-sufficient. Well, success and perseverance. They do know you through what you do for work. They're younger than you, and I'm going to go by, like I said, 3-4 years, maybe as many as 5. I don't think it's anything more than that. It does not feel like, it feels like it's at a time in your life where that's just not going to be that big of a deal. Like there are times where it's like, wow, that's a big age gap in terms of life experience and like what we might value, and I don't get that feeling at all. Like, if anything, you feel like you've got this like very vital energy, but they just just have the hots for you. I don't know how else to say it. Are they going to do anything about it? Let's get going here with these messages of love cards. What's going to happen here? They know you through your work. That one, like, there's just no way around it. But they can't figure out a way. They keep trying to figure out a way to see you outside of your work. I think because they don't want a professional connection with you. And I have a feeling that they know you through somebody else, meaning like the person might be a client of yours, or the person might have been a patient of yours or a student of yours. And that's how they know you. Like they know the person who was your student or client. Because I've just got them like knowing you through somebody else and not wanting it to be a professional connection. Talking, interested in conversing more, awaited messages arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. Engagement ring, and this is often just a date. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. Let's get one more. This one's interesting to me because, like, here's the thing. Like, this might be a real thing, meaning that they might not be too off base. The butterfly, relationship evolving into the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Well, this person is trying to figure out a way that they can propose, this is the engagement energy, something that will remove, because they don't want to get to know you professionally, and I don't know why. Like, maybe they don't know how to transition from, like, well, if I went to them as a student or as a patient or as a client, I think that they believe that there would be a bigger obstacle. But they know you through somebody who did work with you. And it was not them directly. It was not them directly. They're having a hard time figuring out what to do, though. I'm going to get 2 more cards on what's going to happen after we get a romance angel. What's going to happen with this connection? They're younger. They kind of, like, you've got that, like, mystique and that, you know, intrigue of somebody who's got a little bit more experience and a deeper past. Oh, deception over and over again, that's normal in a secret admirer or a crush reading because somebody is not showing their true feelings. Stay optimistic about your love life. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. This is the vibe that I keep getting, is that they know you through somebody who knows you through what you do. And they legitimately might be that person's kid, that person's child. But there's not a big age difference between the two of you. It is insignificant enough that it's like, well, you might pause, but it would not hold you back. What's going to happen here? What's going on? Stay optimistic. 1, 2. They're like, here's the thing. Like, I think they really think you're it for them. 1 and 2 and 3. Success and perseverance. All right. Here we go. I have the Unknown card, 10 of Wands. I'm taking one more on that Queen of Pentacles. On every other card group, I only got 2 more clarifyings, but the Unknown card, there is a mystery here. Like, you're not meant to know more about this. Don't press for more information. That Queen of Pentacles energy, though, honest to goodness, lots of earth sign energy and lots of practical world energy. And it looks to me like this person might not be wrong. Like, this person might have really identified, we had a past life connection. They do not want to get to know you through your work. But it is, I honestly feel like it could be the son of somebody that you did some work for or some work with. And it's not a giant age gap, it's just not. But they're having trouble figuring out when to make a move. I think they're going to, though. They want it to be free and clear of your work, and they're not going to give up. You might have done something that really helped somebody they loved. And because they just have this, like I said, they put you on a little bit of a pedestal, this angel energy, but the prince thing, they're that little bit younger. They do think, though, that you have had past lives together. Now, we got the deception card, which, again, is always going to be present in, if somebody's secretly admiring you, it's someone who's wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, which can simply be they're not showing their true feelings for somebody. Group number 4, that was easily the most intriguing one to come out of this, because wait and see on this. I don't think this person's given up. This person appears to have a truly ardent interest in you. And I said there is a minor age gap, but not a super significant one. And they keep trying to figure out a way that they could approach you about something that doesn't have to do with work, because they're very focused on your connection not being about that. It's like they don't want to get into the wrong energy space with it. And so they're being just a tiny bit careful with how they approach this. But it looked to me like they're not going to quit until they figure it out. All right, so group number 4, that was a quick one, but it looks like there's more to come with it. And I hope you enjoy it. Take care and be well.